As a woman planning to enter media as my career in the form of advertisements, I found that the unit on visual rhetoric was really interesting, especially when we analyzed ads with model minority in mind. I never really put too much thought into the way media portrayed women, especially minority women. This unit was the focus of my paper in discussing how women in media are treated differently than men. As I was finding articles for this paper, I was shown primarily the inequality in the field of broadcasting and the lack of women shown on screen, especially minority women. I identify as Hispanic, so when looking for articles, I came across one talking about Hispanic women in the media, and it really sparked my interest. This article is dated as it was published in 1993, and there's been a drastic change throughout current years, but I still thought it held some truth in today's society. Marie Santana, from WNJU, a Telemundo network in the New York area, says, "I was considered too dark to be an anchor on one of the Spanish networks," and then later says, "My color is still not in." Santana speaks about her experiences being a news anchor and how difficult it was for her and other women like her to find a job. She talks about how her skin is not in, talking about how society views and treats color as a trend or style, something that can go in and out of fashion. This thought process is why darker women struggle to find and have representation in media and obtain jobs where they are actually on camera. It's especially interesting because this is a Hispanic network, discriminating against a fellow Hispanic. They're adhering to the idea that lighter skin is more attractive and therefore more people will watch their channel. By adhering to this idea, it can cause people to do harmful things to their body in order to appear a certain way, such as skin bleaching, which is incredibly harmful. And by not showing proper representation in media, it can lower the self-esteem or confidence or views that kids have. There have been multiple studies showing this. Lots of times when women are in media, they have token roles, which is not real diversity. These roles include fashion, entertainment, food, pop culture, and etc., contrasting the positions that women hold in sports, investigation, business, and so on, which are really limited. This stems from the belief that men are perceived as more credible than women, meaning that people are more likely to believe a man over a woman. They have an automatic respect, whereas women have to earn it. It has been deeply rooted in our society that a woman's voice is second, meaning that it is harder for her to receive credit and advancements that would come easily if they were men. Women face a lifespan or shelf life in the media, where they are only relevant for a few years before they are quickly replaced or forgotten. This is seen through satire in the movie Monster-in-Law, where a journalist, Viola, is told that she is getting replaced by a younger host on her show, a show she has poured her life into and built her career on. They show a dramatized scene of what many women face in the field of media and have to deal with, and how long the media will tolerate them. Because of this, the audience is society. It calls them out by showing an exaggerated example of how aging women in media feel and how much men have a longer shelf life and they don't have their careers abruptly cut off in the middle of it. Although in this film we only see the issue effect of rich white lady and not minority, it shows that she has stayed relevant longer than if she were to be a minority host. To show that this issue of women in media is present within our community, I emailed the general manager of the MUTV, Sarah Richardson. The MUTV is a category of the MU Wire, which is a student-run news site at Marquette. The Wire currently has 80 members, 47 of them being women, and out of these women, 9 of them are on the MUTV, with a total of 19 members, which very few are minorities. In Richardson's email, she said, "Your email actually sparked more conversation with us, and my reflection has opened my eyes to the fact that we need a more sense of urgency when it comes to this lacking area." Within The Wire, there is an editor of diversity and inclusion to help make sure people's voices are being heard. There are only a few minority women who work with The Wire, let alone appear on screen. But Richardson said that they are working to fix that because she believes that having a diverse staff that can pitch diverse ideas of different organizations and people who need coverage can give these groups opportunities for their voices to be heard and for change to be made. Today, many companies work hard to have a diverse staff, as it is something society has started to value more and more. Women have faced many hardships in fighting for equality and still do. As a society, we must make sure that every voice is heard despite gender or race. We must have a diverse group of people working together because it allows us to get new ideas, points of views, and learn experiences from others who have different backgrounds than us. The media is very powerful, but suffers from putting women in stereotypical roles that don't help break down inequality. As a woman planning to go into media, I'm excited to hopefully be able to challenge these patterns with others as the world changes faster than ever before.